Hi, I'm Jody Whitehurst, a licensed real estate broker in Apex, North Carolina and the greater Raleigh area. If you or someone that you know is considering buying a home in an HOA, maybe you should share this video that talks about the pros and cons of buying a home in an HOA. So what is an HOA? An HOA, or a homeowners association, is a governing structure for planned communities. People either tend to love them or they hate them, and there's really no gray in between. I have always avoided them just because personally I fear conformity. I march to the beat of my own drum, always have, and I don't like the rules and restrictions that are put on me by a homeowners association. So let's talk about the pros and cons of HOAs. Pro. An HOA is designed to protect the monetary value of your property. Although some of the rules and restrictions may seem stifling, like what color you're allowed to paint your house, or what type of fencing you can use, or how long you can keep your grass, or what type of dogs you can have, how many dogs you can have. There can be a lot of rules and restrictions, but these rules are meant to keep a certain uniformity and aesthetic to a community so that you know if your house is kept up a certain way and your neighbor's house is kept up a certain way, that the value of the homes are going to stay pretty similar. There's a house near to me which is not in a homeowners association. It's in a nice suburban downtown area amongst all of the upkept houses that belongs to hoarders. And the lawn, every inch of the lawn is covered by stuff. The stuff is covered by tarps and umbrellas to keep it supposedly dry during a rain. And their neighbors have no control over how they keep their yard or how they keep their house. Because there's no guidelines, there's no homeowners association. It affects not only the value of that individual's house, but of their neighbors' houses as well. It will drag the value down because nobody wants to buy a house that's next to that house. Con. Just like I mentioned before, HOAs, the guidelines can be stifling. What type of animals you can have, how many animals you can have, how many vehicles you can park in your driveway, how long a guest can stay parked in your driveway, whether you have a commercial vehicle in your driveway or anywhere near your house, how long you can keep your grass, what type of fencing you can use. Anytime that you want to, say, add a shed or an addition to your house, you have to get it run through the homeowners association. There are just a lot of restrictions that can possibly be put on you. So if you are looking to buy in an HOA, do the research as to what those restrictions for that individual community are. The next pro to some of the newer HOA communities are available amenities. Some of these communities have amazing amenities, restaurants and banks and grocery stores, greenways and basketball courts, pickleball courts, multiple pools, rec centers. I mean, just amazing amenities where you can gather with your friends and have a great social life. Which brings me to my next pro, is socializing. I have never lived in an HOA, nor has my young son, and I feel like I've done a disservice to him. During the pandemic, my son had no friends to play with because we've always been on streets with older residents and very few residents. So he can't just go outside to play. When you're in an HOA, there are just ready-made socialization there, from sending your kids outside to go play with neighborhood kids to you having people with like interests. And as I mentioned in the last pro, there are amenities that you can go with these friends to, socialize, whether it's having a cookout or playing pickleball. It's just a nice way to be able to have a social life. Con. An HOA can be pricey. Depending on what the dues cover, you may be paying a couple $100s a year to a couple of $100s a month. And so it's definitely something that you have to consider on top of your mortgage. Our last pro or con is a pro. Some of the maintenance may be taken care of for you. Again, each individual HOA has different things that the Homeowners Association takes care of, so do your research. But some of the associations take care of landscaping. They take care of cutting the grass and trimming the hedges and keeping the buildings pressure washed and everything clean and tidy. And you don't really have to do anything but live there and enjoy. So that is definitely one of the pros to living in a Homeowners Association. If you feel that I've missed any pros or cons to living in a homeowners association, add in the comments below what your thoughts are. Oh, and I forgot. If you liked this video, hit the like button below. And if you want to see more of the videos that I put out, hit the subscribe button.